hesitated before writing this too. After watching that second video, the one where Savannah Guthrie says, "We will pay," in a voice so steady it almost trembles, something felt heavier than the headlines. What I'm about to share isn't rumor or tabloid spin. It comes from a private 45-minute conversation that Al Roker had with 3 trusted colleagues inside NBC. No cameras, no recordings, phones outside the room. I spoke with someone who was present late last night and again this morning. According to them, Al didn't speak as a television personality. He spoke as a friend. And what he said wasn't about ratings or media strategy. It was about a daughter and the lifelong pressure that may be shaping how she's enduring this moment. I've never seen her like this. Al has spent decades at Today. He's seen co-anchors navigate divorces, losses, public backlash, and private grief. According to those in the room, he began with a simple sentence: "I've never seen her like this." Not after elections, not after personal heartbreak, not during the most chaotic mornings in Studio 1A. This, he said, is different, not because Savannah is unraveling, but because she isn't. The composure viewers see, the straight back, the measured cadence, the deliberate phrasing. To Al, that's not media training. That's something older, something rooted in childhood. He described her current posture not as denial, but as reflex. The instinct to remain upright, articulate, composed, even when everything inside might be shaking. The approval that always mattered. According to Al, Savannah has long carried a quiet desire to make her mother proud. He reportedly said that beneath the accolades and national platform, there remains a daughter still seeking affirmation. He shared memories from years in makeup rooms and hallway conversations. Small remarks Savannah would make after difficult interviews or career challenges. She'd often wonder how her mother would evaluate her performance. Not in bitterness, not in resentment, just as a constant internal benchmark. That dynamic, Al suggested, explains why this crisis feels layered. It isn't only about fear or loss. It's about the pressure to solve the unthinkable flawlessly, to remain strong enough, polished enough, steady enough, even now. The language of strength. Al reportedly pointed out something specific about the February 7th video. When Savannah says, "We will pay," she does so with clarity and precision, no chaos, no visible collapse. To some viewers, that reads as remarkable strength. To Al, it reads as lifelong conditioning. He described a pattern he's observed over the years. When pressure rises, Savannah narrows her focus. She becomes almost procedural, structured, direct. It mirrors how she handles breaking news. Gather facts, choose words carefully, deliver them without excess. According to Al, that's how she was taught to face difficulty. Not with visible panic, but with upright resolve. It's not coldness, it's familiarity. Childhood stories that linger. In the conversation, Al reportedly shared stories Savannah once told him privately. Small moments from school years when achievement felt expected rather than celebrated. A single imperfect grade that led not to anger, but to a quiet reminder that she was capable of more. A graduation speech where approval mattered more than applause. These weren't tales of cruelty. They were examples of high standards. According to Al, Savannah internalized those standards deeply. Success became responsibility. Composure became default. Even now, he believes that blueprint remains active. When crisis strikes, she doesn't dissolve. She organizes. She doesn't react publicly. She prepares. Siblings and shared discipline. Al also spoke about Savannah's siblings, noting that the family's public unity reflects shared upbringing. The restraint in their statements, the measured tone, the absence of visible outrage. He suggested that this isn't accidental. It's learned. We don't fall apart in public wasn't spoken as a rule, but it was absorbed as one. According to him, that collective discipline may explain why the family's messaging has remained calm and structured rather than explosive. It doesn't mean they aren't devastated. It means they were raised to endure quietly. When strength becomes exhaustion. One of the most poignant moments, according to my source, came when someone asked whether this composure might carry a cost. Al's response was reportedly gentle but firm. Strength is powerful until it leaves no room to rest. He expressed concern that Savannah may not know how to release control, even privately, that she might measure herself against an invisible standard even now. He wasn't criticizing her resilience. He was acknowledging its weight. After years of watching her move through adversity without public collapse, he worries what happens when the cameras turn off. Why speak now? Near the end of the conversation, someone asked why he felt compelled to share these reflections at all. According to those present, Al's answer was simple. Perspective matters. He believes the public sees composure and assumes invulnerability. He wanted colleagues to understand the human context behind the posture. Not to blame anyone, not to dramatize, but to widen compassion. He reportedly said that sometimes strength is mistaken for absence of fear, when in reality it is fear tightly contained. Seeing her differently, if you revisit those videos now, perhaps you'll notice something subtle. The careful pacing, the controlled breath before certain phrases, the gratitude extended even in urgency. That may not be performance, it may be muscle memory, decades of learning how to stand steady no matter the storm. Al didn't offer sensational claims, he didn't predict outcomes. He simply described what he's witnessed over years of friendship, a woman shaped by high expectations, who meets crisis with structure rather than spectacle, holding compassion, not speculation. This moment calls for care, investigations require patience, families deserve privacy, and public figures, no matter how polished, remain human. What Al shared as it was relayed to me wasn't accusation or critique, it was empathy. A reminder that composure can coexist with heartbreak, that discipline can mask exhaustion, and that sometimes the strongest posture is also the loneliest one. Wherever you stand, whatever you believe about how someone should respond in crisis, perhaps the most generous approach is this. Allow space for complexity. Strength and fear can live in the same voice. Precision and pain can share the same sentence. And behind every carefully delivered statement may be someone doing the only thing they were ever taught to do: stand tall, speak clearly, and hope it's enough.